a couple of brasileiras fighting with Amanda Ribas and Luana Pinheiro.
Holy smokes.
Amanda Ribas, man, I get tired just watching her, dude. She has so much movement just the entire time on the
So
way
weird and
in.
herky-jerky.
It's herky jerky, and like the entire every time I watch her, I always have the same thing that runs through my head. It's like, is that just wasted energy? Like
Yeah.
how efficient is that for you in the long run? Like because you're 5 feet away from her, 6 feet away from her, and you
And you
start
still
the
move.
the head bobbing and the shoulder side to
Mhm.
side and up and down, and then as soon as you get closer, a lot of that head movement stops, and you still end up getting tagged. And look, it's uh it's just stuff that I guess she's probably been doing her entire career. Probably something that's gonna be very tough to stop at this point, right? But
Yeah.
man, she's been putting on bangers lately.
She's been putting on bangers for better, for worse for her. But this one, I was like, man, here's another one of Amanda Ribas just getting tagged, and she just keeps coming forward. She's hard to put out. Like the last fight was Macy Barber. Was it the last one? Where she was getting lit
Yeah,
up. She kept
yeah.
coming, right? But I mean, she was getting lit up. And this one, Luana was landing bombs on her in that first round. Her
Haymakers.
whole side of her face had like 3 hematomas on it. And you're like, oh my God, dude. She kept coming forward. And then that second round, all of a sudden Luana's just like slowing way down. And I was
Yep.
like, oh no. And I was thinking, I was like, man, and like 1 minute into the second round, I was like, man, Amanda Ribas has never looked less dangerous. Like she's so far away. She's not able to land anything. When she does land, it's just like short little like bah, 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 as she's running in at her with her feet not planted, so they're not really doing any damage. And then she started actually putting stuff together, and I was like,
Yeah.
never mind, dude, never mind, because, dude, in hindsight, what she was doing was so good because even when she was super far out, if they're in the closed stance, Amanda, like, I don't know if we have a good picture of them just in their stance, probably not, but Amanda Ribas, they're both orthodox, left hand forward, so they're closed stance, and she's throwing her lead leg, which is her left leg, as an inside leg kick against Luana. And like, great, inside leg kick doesn't really do too much damage. The best thing that it does is it sets up your overhand right. You can step in with that inside left leg kick, throw the overhand right. Um, but what she was doing is she would do this crazy like step in, and then she wasn't actually throwing, but she'd turn her hips like she was about to throw the lead leg kick, but then she'd just plant it really far like forward, and you're like,
Hmm.
ooh, that's the feint on the leg kick. And then she would, but it's also how you throw a turning side kick, right? Because how you throw a turning side kick is you step forward your left leg, you almost turn your feet or your toes towards yourself rather than the opponent so that you can spin over and then throw that kick. But you plant with that left leg. And that same feint where she's throwing the left leg kick or she steps forward and just plants it, that can be her stepping in to throw this turning side kick. So you're like, is she leg kicking? Is
Yeah.
she
What's she
feinting?
doing?
Or is she throwing the turning side kick? There's the turning side kick. And keep the picture here, Rich. Um, so she's throwing the turning side kick. She's throwing the inside leg kick. She's just stomping with her lead leg. That could either be the spin or the left leg kick. And yeah, Angel Comer says said, "Have you seen Mortal Kombat? It went batshit crazy." Yeah. So she throws the turning side kick a few times, and every time you see Luana's hands are low like that to try to parry it or try to get her arms in the way of it or whatever, right? And uh, and I was like, man, that's great because sometimes people feint and they over feint, they feint, but they never go. And then you're like, it's just a feint, you
Yep.
know. But if you're throwing the inside leg kick, if you're throwing the turning side kick to the body, and you're throwing the feint, you have no idea what's happening. And then you add a fourth. Most people only have a two. They only have two. They either have the feint or they have the strike. This one has a feint, a leg kick, a turning side kick, and then a spinning wheel kick, which is the same opening, the same entry to the kick, and she throws it up top. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Please tell me you
amazing.
got the picture sequence
I got
of
the
like,
picture sequence.
oh
You got it,
yes.
Riz. Let's show it. I think there's a picture of her right hand here. She hurts her, and then she throws the wheel kick, and it's like stop motion. But look at her arms.
Oh
Her
my God.
her arms are low because she thought it was the turning side kick to the body. She's ready to parry it to the body, but it's not. She went up top. It's fucking beautiful the way she set that up, dude. It wasn't a lot of the times. Look, a lot of times, especially in women's MMA, there's a lot of spinning wheel kicks that are like 20 feet out. They're not set
Yeah.
up. It happens all the time. Valentina Shevchenko literally lost her belt off of one of them. She's made a career out of throwing spinning wheel kicks that have no chance of landing. Dude, Amanda Ribas set this up for 2 rounds. It's
It was
fucking awesome.
beautiful.
was
It was
amazing.
beautiful, man.
So good.
Yeah, and then she finishes, right?
Mhm.
Luana Pinheiro.
And Luana looked
Amanda,
like she was like, "What just happened? I was winning
dude,
this
that
fight."
last picture with her arms straight down, her face
Yeah,
off to the side, eyes closed.
beautiful.
Oh man, Ganskow says, "What an image!" And then HOB
Yeah.
Cover says, "Look at her sleeping like a beautiful angel." Man, hey, but props to Pinheiro because she didn't, she wasn't out cold off that
No,
kick,
no.
but that was the beginning of the end
But you eat a kick like that and you're already exhausted and you're getting lit up already. It's tough to stick that one through. That
for
was
sure.
brutal, man. What a performance though
Props
by
to
Amanda Hebus,
Amanda
dude.
Hebus, though.
Yeah.
Props to Amanda Hebus back in the win column. And for
Yep.
Amanda Hebus, let's see. Before that, she had lost to Macy Barber. Uh, Before that, she beat Viviane Araújo. Yeah, I mean, on and off, on and off, on and off, right? Like, look at her last
Yep.
6 fights, man. She loses one,
It's
wins one,
tough,
loses
dude.
one, wins one, loses one, wins one. Hey, next time she fights, man, your boy's gonna drop some cash on her taking an L.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely. And look, she was 10, she beat 9. So she's going to be fighting inside the top 10 further in.
Yeah.
Um I don't know, man. It's she hasn't fought Mackenzie Dern, has she?
Oh man, don't do that.
Mackenzie Dern's coming off a loss. She's ranked 8. Amanda Hebus 10, coming off a
Do it.
win.
Do it.
Mackenzie Dern, Amanda Hebus?
Sign
I
it.
don't know.
Sign it now.
Or do you give her someone higher up, in the rankings? Because she's 10, she beats 9. Do you have her fight 8? Do you have her jump up a little bit more? Probably a little bit more, but
If I'm Amanda
marketing
Hebus,
says,
though, give me Mackenzie Dern.
and give
She
me
has
her
a bigger
now.
name. Yeah, before she gets
Yep.
Perillo back in her corner, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me Dern ASAP.
Yep.
While she's still paying those divorce fees,
Yeah.
By the way,
100%.
that video of Joe Rogan went so viral
I know, dude.
during the post-fight interview. But that was with, who was it? With Andrade?
Because it was the battle. Both of them were talking about how, our paycheck for this fight are going to go to our divorces. Both of them were saying that.
Oh my god,
It's
dude!
crazy.
She's like, hopefully you get that bonus to pay for your divorce bills, huh?
Yeah.
Classic, dude. Classic.
Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.